Is this going to be something we are tasked with?
It's time! Hey, welcome to Doki Literature Club! So, we had a couple technical difficulties. We started recording, and then about 5-6 minutes in, we had to restart. But, hey, we're here now, and we're gonna start the game.
Yay.
And we haven't seen, like, a lot.
No.
So, we just have to start it again.
We're just restarting.
Alrighty.
A boy, Japanese name?
A boy's name.
I've got Japanese in my head. I've got
Do it.
Tadashi and Hiro. Which one do you like?
I like Hero because it makes me think of Big Hero 6.
Yeah, both of them are from Big Hero 6. Tadashi's the big brother.
Oh my god. Oh, I like Tadashi.
Let's do Tadashi!
Let's do Tadashi!
Tadashi is so endearing.
Okay.
I love it. We're Tadashi.
We're really committing to the character. Okay.
We're very committed to this character. He's going to be likable, and he's not going to die.
Hopefully not.
I don't know.
Okay. This is you.
Oh, this is me?
Yeah.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance.
It's
Oh
me.
wait, I forgot. This guy is not nice.
Yep.
Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Good friends.
Such a good friend. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long.
Yeah?
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she'd oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Aww.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
Super great. Heavy breathing. I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Rude. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
And you ignoring me makes me shrink.
That's mean, Tadashi.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. That's a lie.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
It's so weird to hear this voice because it makes, like, I have the visual of Tadashi Hamada, but, like, dude, bro.
Literally, my guy voice when I try to be a dude is always just like surfer, bro.
It's so funny.
I can't do just like a guy's voice.
It's like, it's gotta be this way.
It's like this. Come on, man.
So funny.
Gnarly, bro.
By the way, Tadashi, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs.
I'm really committed to cutting off your sentences.
I haven't been looking either. Especially not into those beautiful sapphire blue eyes you have.
Oh, so pretty.
They're really pretty.
That's not true.
Every time you're mean, I shrink. Stop it.
Gravity just takes hold stronger when he's mean. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about.
So rude.
Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Cool, dude. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What is a NEET?
What does it mean?
In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Sorry.
You're good.
I got my eyes switched.
I know.
Okay, I'll just do a quick bit. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit.
Aww.
Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
Rude.
He's such a sucks.
He's not nice.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Anything that'll make me feel like I am nothing but a shell of a person.
I didn't see that. That's so funny.
Clubs.
That's improv.
Sayori wants me to check out some clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hey. Hello?
Sayori?
It's me.
Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
No what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Oh, gravity again. Meanie!
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Usually it's really hard for me to hear her, seeing as I'm so mean to her she becomes 2 inches tall. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club.
Heck yeah.
Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
What is this face? Thumbnail. Just, come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. God. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go! She's so excited.
She is. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Awesome.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Mm-hmm. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Boom. Everyone! The new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
She has a speech impediment.
She always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Tadashi, what a nice surprise.
Nice.
Welcome to the club.
I like her eyes.
They're awesome, right?
They're so green.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Heck yeah! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize.
I brought the cupcakes.
Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Sure looks it.
She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's me. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear.
Oh, sorry. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
So long.
Yuri,
brother.
who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Tadashi.
Monica smiles sweetly,
Aw,
and also contorts her whole body so that her hair stays up in the air and her waist just goes into a coil.
That is like going down into an RDL anime style. Her back is straight.
Look at her skirt, like behind
Whoosh.
the box. It's so flipped up. Like,
really
why
is.
do you have a fan beneath you, woman? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year.
Okay.
Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league, but man, I loved her. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
He's got the feels. Come on, sit down, Tadashi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Her voice sounds so calming.
That's what I'm aiming for.
I like it.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. My voice for the protagonist feels like when Andy Samberg is the park ranger in Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec?
He's like, hey, have you seen Avatar?
Yeah.
I thought it was too much. Like,
I thought it was too much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I just watched that episode, so it's like in my brain.
Oh,
Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
okay, are you ready?
She's a vampire.
Oh, whoa. Still smile. Ta-da! Whoa! That is the exact noise that comes out with that many vowels in one word.
That was the exact noise in the Home Improvement theme song.
There was so many vowels, it just had to be like...
That just got me so off guard.
Glad to make one person laugh.
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Dang.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
Vampire!
She really is, but it's only on one side. She's got like a snaggle tooth. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
It's delicious!
I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite.
Ha.
Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite?
Clearly.
I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
Probably.
This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, you, dummy.
Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
I have something.
Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So first of all these girls got crushes on him. Very funny considering the voice reminds me of that guy, surfer boy from California, who's talking about the coast and how the surf is right now. And he's like, we got out there and it's like, whoop-ah! And then skadoosh. Like, he just does the most ridiculous noises to talk about how the
Like the
water
interview
is.
on the beach, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I went out there and it was like, whoop-ah! That is, we're coming up with all sorts of just visuals for Tadashi here.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Sorry. Carry on.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
Liar.
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
Liar.
We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
We learned this from Undertale. Do not lie to make your friends happy.
Correct.
Better if you tell the truth.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Fair.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
Aww.
And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Cool. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You think?
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile.
Aww.
But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Aww.
Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal.
Wow.
So different looking, which means their personalities must differ.
Absolutely.
Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
Aww.
Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
We haven't talked about literature once.
I know.
So, Tadashi, what kinds of things do you like to read?
There we go.
Well,
Manga.
considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga?
Hey! I knew
I
it.
muttered quietly to myself, half joking.
Manga.
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Aww.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Wow.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
I agree.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Aww.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Aww.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart to me for a split second.
never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
What was it called? Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
Oh. I am not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
I'm not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. That truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
She's deep.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Sorry I had weird inflection. I forgot what I was saying.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Awkward.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share with them with each other.
Cool.
That way, everyone is even.
That's right. Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tadashi?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
What?
I never said I would join this club!
Aww.
Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision.
You should stay.
I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of
Look at
thought.
all of their faces.
All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought.
Tadashi?
Oh no, my powers! I'm shrinking all of them down to size. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this?
That's funny.
That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right.
Nice.
Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Yay! They all grew!
My powers reversed! They've been pulled back up! One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Nice.
Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Her hair's whipping her in the face.
Okay, everyone.
It was
I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note.
Yay!
Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Nice.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Tadashi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me.
Same.
Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Tadashi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. She always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Might as well. Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club with a girl that I'm absolutely in love with and three other real cute ones?
I was gonna say, with a crew like this.
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
Or all.
Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me.
I'm sure.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Perfect. Is this going to be something we are tasked with?
It's time to write a poem.
We have to work!
Pick words you think your favorite club member will like.
Okay.
Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
What do you like?
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
our options right now are Yuri,
What was I
Natsuki,
gonna
Sayori.
Where's Monica?
I don't know.
Monica, where you be? Monica! Where are you?
Monica bang.
I'm so sorry. I've been talking really loud
It's
this
okay.
whole time. It's gonna suck for you.
It's alright. I've been pretty loud.
Okay. Can I just choose the one that pops out at me
Yes.
regardless of who I think it will apply
Yes.
to? Inferno.
Yes.
I like it. Alright, you pick one.
Secretive.
Extreme.
Waterfall.
Dazzle.
Rain cloud.
Okay. Forgive.
Forgive. Oh. Vivacious.
Some of these words scare me. Lazy.
Misery. Marriage.
I was looking at massacre. Sensation.
Congruent was there too. I missed it. Heaven sent.
Nibble.
Nibble. Nibbles. Horror. You picked that one.
Oh no. Atone.
Unrestrained.
Depression.
Heart.
Doki.
Oh, after image.
Oh.
I kept forgetting because I would repeat them when you said them, so I was like, yeah, we picked that one. And I was like, wait, I have to pick one.
Hi again, Tadashi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Tadashi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
That's so funny. Don't worry, guys. Tadashi always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Same. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting.
What are you doing in her room?
And you almost set your house on fire once.
That's a valid concern. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
We're neighbors.
I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Tadashi can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
That's funny. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy!
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Oh, she lost her
Sayori
eyes.
made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
What's wrong with her ear?
Me, the savant of talking to girls. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place.
Hey, don't worry about it.
So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Great.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
What'd you get?
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
That makes sense.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Aww.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
That's so nice.
I enthusiastically take the book, and then I enthusiastically toss it in the trash can. She's being cute, but man, I hate reading.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Me too.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Oh, what am I doing?
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. However, I think we need to end the episode.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, what a cliffhanger.
Ooh! That is the first episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Save right there.
We have saved.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this first episode, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, let us know what you think, ring the bell, get notified when we upload. But we hope you guys are enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
I know it's just the first episode, but like, I hope you like the voices.
It's cute.
They're here to stay.
They could also evolve. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man.
Hold on, what are my characters? Natsuki and Sayori. Okay, Natsuki, I'm pretty sure she's already changed. I'm gonna watch back on this and be
She
like,
has.
oh no.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure Monica changed a little. Yuri definitely changed like twice. And the protagonist is gonna sound like Monica and Yuri at times because I'm gonna just accidentally use their voices.
Oops.
It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be a lot of reading, so buckle in. We're gonna tell you a nice long story, visual novel style.
Visual novel. Or you could just, listen to it while you do whatever you want. Go into your next door neighbor's house and, help them cook and clean.
Yeah, clean their room because it's so distracting.
So distracting, the room is messy, and they could burn down their house if you're not there. You just gotta be a good friend even when you hate the person.
We're gonna end this episode here. We hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know if you did. Let us know if you didn't. I mean, it's good either way to know feedback. We'll see you guys next time.